Make sure that it's authorized, and there'll be no knock at the door, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning when you're sound asleep. But yeah, the Cracker Barrels are kind of a hidden jewel out here in the boondocking department, I feel. So this is our second night that we just spent in our Cracker Barrel. So I just kind of wanted to show you the hardships of boondocking in this big fifth wheel. So first of all, most everything runs on 12 volts. So you've got all kinds of lights. We've got a stereo. The TVs do run off regular shore power. We don't have water in it yet, but normally we have water. We have hot water. If we run our furnace too much, it'll wear down our battery. So we have heat in the form of a buddy heater hooked up to a 20-pound propane tank. We can't use our electric fireplace. Our coffee maker is one of these Colemans that you just, and we use that whether we have power or not. You just use the heat from the stove. So there's a gas stove. We cannot use our microwave. We have a propane and electric combo big refrigerator that works great. Let's see, what else do we have? No air conditioning. Like I said before, we do have a propane furnace that works really good, and we do run it a little bit. Okay, coming in the bedroom. We have, again, no air conditioning. We have windows. We have 12-volt fans. But this is what we have that we rely on the most. I don't know if you can hear that beeping. That turns on a 1500 watt power inverter, which is plugged directly into this power strip. And when we need power for charging phones, to run a fan, hair dryer, TV, DVD player, Blu-ray player, any of that stuff, we use that one white lead cord. It'll plug into the TV in the living room, and it'll plug into this TV, Blu-ray, and all that. We crank up our antenna. We do a channel scan everywhere that we go, and we can watch anywhere from 1 or 2 stations up to 40 something stations, all digital, crystal clear television. So we're really not, it's not that much of a hardship boondocking. And the Cracker Barrels seem to be about the best. Go in for a nice meal at night, pay less for the meal than you'd pay for a regular campground spot. Turbo, Turby, come here. Want this? Come here. Come, buddy. Come. Turby, look. Look. Want this? Here you go. I guess not. The good food's out here, right, Christina?
Why, yes.
Why, yes. So there isn't a lot of packing up to do when we're just boondocking like this, is there? We basically don't put anything out but the slides. And we've been pretty lucky. We've been able to put all the slides out because there's been plenty of room. We've been the only ones so far in 2 different sites where we're boondocking. So what we tried to do when we go to a Cracker Barrel is we'll try to get over on the side. So we're over the median. And our biggest slide is on this side, and the other one's, it's higher, it's not as deep. So that puts both of our slides over an area that's not going to affect anybody. What you can find is that sometimes these spots aren't really long enough. So you just kind of split the difference so that people can get by you in both directions, which we did last night. But it works out. And I do, without exception, I always ask to speak to the manager that's on duty, and I ask them if it's okay, and sometimes they act like you're foolish for asking. The guy last night said, well, that's what those spots are there for. And I said, I just always like to ask. just to make sure that it's authorized, and there'll be no knock at the door, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning when you're sound asleep. But yeah, the Cracker Barrels are kind of a hidden jewel out here in the boondocking department, I feel. One very important thing we always have to remember is remember that the wiener dog has been loaded. The wiener dog's loaded. Turb, you all set to roll, buddy?
Your dog has been loaded. We're good. Life is good.
Locked and loaded. What is life without a wiener dog? He's in jail, folks.
Never know.
Too many trips up front. We are heading back onto I-95.
We are.
This road was busy yesterday. We already have a line of cars behind us. Just chomping at the bit. There they are. They're loving me. Made it to one of your favorite states, Christina.
Kind of like Christine.
There it is, the Welcome Center off I-95. Stopped there many times.
I would argue that Judge Russo is a setup.
This isn't one of those
And
times.
Another Cuyahoga County judge is an arrangement.
Campers are parked right up front where you're not supposed to
A
be.
couple of attorneys on this case are also speaking.
Christina's filming the cotton.
Stop fields.
Good job, folks! If you're enjoying the videos, folks, please like, share, but most importantly, subscribe. You'd be amazed what you'll see if you get off the couch. Have a great day.